Good morning to you watching and listening to us. My name is Alan Mwale, hoping you're having a great start to the weekend. And I'd like to welcome you to this special program brought to you by Napsa. And yes, if you might want to know, it is Pensions Awareness Week once again. And this year's theme is My Pension, My Safety Net for Retirement. And to kick off things, we'll be discussing NAPSA's role in the Awareness Week. So we ask you to lend us your ears and eyes if you're watching us on Channel 91 on Topstar, and let's get some information in. Joining us in the studio today, I have Mr. Siyumbwa Gideon Situmbeko, who is Area Manager, Copperbelt. A lovely morning to you and welcome.
Thank you so much, Mr. Mwale, and we also want to welcome our viewers wherever they are listening to us from and watching us from.
Thank you. It being Pensions Awareness Week, I know we need to really inculcate, the issue of safety nets and retirement right there. But can you please start by telling us briefly about the Pensions Awareness Week for this year?
Thank you so much. Like you have correctly put it, that the theme for this year is My Pension, My Safety Net for Retirement. So we are trying on the importance of keeping something for tomorrow, saving for retirement. It is also aimed at helping pension scheme members to be able to value and understand their pension. And they must know that even when we are still working, when we are still doing one or two things, the day will come when we will retire. So it is therefore critical for us to be able to the one that we are having right now on radio, vis-a-vis the various platforms that are there, such as Facebook. We are also into the various shopping malls that where we have put up our desks so that our members are able to visit us and be able to receive our services, and also be able to receive this in collaboration of higher learning. For instance, last week we were at the Copperbelt University, where we had this awareness to both the students. We also had some members of staff and the public that were able to join us in just making and visit our online platforms, so that they can be able to create their profiles on the newly launched very versatile system which we call the iCare system.
And everyone is talking about it, but for those who might not have come across it, you are here today. Maybe just dive us deep into iCare.
Listening to every voice, treating all stakeholders with fair. We strive for the highest standards in everything that NAPSA does. Having said that, allow me to say these values are embedded in this very foundation of iCare system, ensuring that this platform So using the iCare system, our members can update their personal details. They are also able to track the contributions, the monthly contributions that they make to NAPSA. They are able to check them and track and check if at all their employers are remitting these contributions or not. They are able to see that. Additionally, they are able to see their benefit statements. They can also submit benefit claims using the same platforms. So when we talk about because through that one login, the employer can use this platform to be able to file their monthly returns prior to the 6th of December 2022. And they are outside this COVID period, but before the 6th of December 2022, those penalties can be waived at 75%. And you see, that's a big relief that the authority is granting to the employers, so that in case they wanted to pay that money to NAPSA, that money can be used to be able to reinvest and expand their businesses, employ more people. their phone number and they have not updated.
They registered one
yes,
and then changed later, so they're saying they're not receiving because
exactly. So you find the message is going to the odd number. So please, let's maintain the phone number.
Okay. Now, who needs to create a profile on iCare? Can I, or who? Maybe just break the ice on that one.
Very important, Mr. Mwale. So for the iCare, what we are saying is every person who has dealings with Napsa, they need to create a profile on iCare. So yourself as a member of Napsa, you need to create a profile. Also, they need to create a profile on the iCare system. So basically, everyone.
All right, so is with you as a Napsa and probably learning more about iCare.
Thank you so much. So we have made the services accessible and easy to reach, such as on Facebook. We have a Facebook page. We are also present through our website that we have. So our members can visit our website. And the website for Napsa is www.napsa.co.zm. Our members also can be able to reach us through a toll-free line, which is 677.
Mr. Siumbwa Gideon Situmbeko, and okay, we have one other area that we need to touch before we go, which is benefits payable. Maybe you can just, as we conclude, just touch on that.
See that the authority pays. And in accessing these benefits, allow me to mention that Napsa services are free. And in emphasizing this free of charge access to our services, we also want to mention that Napsa has zero tolerance to corruption. As a result of that, we have a committee which we call the Integrity Committee. The role of the Integrity Committee is to ensure that we uphold integrity in our operations. We fight corruption in our operations to ensure that we do things in the correct manner. So in case out there may be people that may be able to ask to say, but what if I have less than 180 contributions? So if you have less than 180 contributions, but you have reached the retirement age, we'll pay you a lump sum, which is a one-off payment. And in paying this benefit, which then attached to this benefit, we have the famous pre-retirement benefit, which some people commonly call as the partial withdrawal or the 20% benefit. So the pre-retirement benefit, it is still being paid even now. So those who may not have accessed it, they are free to apply for this benefit. We are still paying, and we will continue to pay until the of the age of 18 to 25, for them to be beneficiaries, they must be in full-time education. They must be in school, in short. So those are the beneficiaries under the survivor's pension. So now, if a member who dies did not was not receiving a pension, survivors that remain, that could be that is the spouse as well as the children. So now, tied to the survivor's benefit, we have the funeral grant. It is very, very important for So for the year 2025, the funeral grant that we are paying is 17,000 kwacha. So the funeral grant is meant to help in facilitating for the funeral and burial of our member. Our desire is that our member must be buried in a dignified manner because they have contributed to the development of this nation. Like you know that the contributions that the members do make to the authority, we do not just keep them, but we push them in various investments so that we can contribute to the economic development that is required in our nation for us to be able to move a step further in our operations. But if you are 45 years of age and above, it means you still qualify for the partial withdrawal. So you'll be able to access 20% of your contributions. And how this 20% is calculated, we'll look at the individual contributions that we have, that you made, and we get 20% from each of those contributions. Then we add an indexation. We add an amount for indexation. This amount which we add, the indexation is basically the replacement. We compare those who still desire to access this, please access, find your way to our offices if you have challenges using the online platforms, and we shall help you so that you can access your partial withdrawal, which is a game changer. You'll be able to engage in various economic sectors where you can be having some income for yourself.
Wonderful. All right, let me let you, close with your closing remarks. And I know the listeners and the viewers are watching and listening, and also your members are also watching and listening.
So thank you so much. So as we celebrate the Pension Awareness Week, it is very important. One, I want to, if you are able to upload your returns on time, make sure that you are also paying the pension contributions for an employer. We shall hold that information with the highest confidentiality. We shall not disclose. We have inspectors whose job is to ensure that they enforce compliance. They make sure that all the employers are complying with the provisions of the law in terms of remitting the contributions.
Questions for Area Manager Copperbelt, Mr. Siumbwa Gideons, to make a good morning.
Hello?
Good morning, how are you?
Good morning, Mamare.
Great, what are we talking about? Okay, Bachanda, go ahead.
And then question when I was Napsa. No, I won't back them to Araku, but to Adika company. Yabashan, I won't back on what for almost 10 years.
Okay. All right.
56 kabiri muchiri mulebomba muleipisha kwati bushe kuti mwakwata insambu ya kusanga 20%. Bakennedy muli abantungwa kuti mwaba bakuyisanga 20%. Kanalekana nokucheckinga amabuku yabo kumoneko bati balelembesha ababonfi bonse nokulipilla ababonfi bonse. Lero nga chakubati kuri abo abakwe bati limbita babalipilla company mukwayi kuti mwatwe banokwe bati tukakonka ka company bantu banapsa twaliperwa na maka yako bati twambantiro tulefirwa ukulipira kwena kuti twabachitana prosecute twatwala kuchide cha mirandu. Lelo nga kuli twampani abo kwati nabakwato obwasha mukati kamilipirire mukwayi kuti mwayisa twalikwata enshira shintu twafuirisha moto ampani kwe bati bengalipire ndalama limbi pakashita okotunga bapela nokumono kwe bati batwalira mukati kakubomba. Question